Today marks the halfway point of the high five at the Butts Park Arena. 2 home victories in the bag, but can the Red and Greens make it a hat-trick of wins in 3 different competitions? Today, it's the FA Vase's turn to take centre stage in the free-spired city on a typically autumnal afternoon as Coventry United host Birstall United here on CUTV with Liam Cook. The home side will be without arguably their star of the season this afternoon as Joe Cairns begins his rehabilitation from a dislocated shoulder suffered in the 3-1 victory over Wolves. Joe Smith also misses out due to work commitments, so Brian and Love slots into an unfamiliar centre-back role while midfielder Joe Blowers makes his first start for the club. Kirby Nails returns up top after being cup-tied for the Birmingham Senior Cup as United hope to capitalise on that historic win on Wednesday night. Birstall United line up with Charlie Doherty between the sticks, a defence consisting of Watts, Armstrong, Simpson and Felsted. Paul Pallett and Ethan Bibbs are the main threats up front with Phillips, Articolo, Potter and Watts hoping to set them up. Birstall may come into today's game as the underdogs, but as the old saying goes, anything can happen in the cup, and it usually does. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to live commentary of Coventry United versus Birstall United in the build-based FA Vase. My name's Liam Cook, coming to you live from the Butts Park Arena in Coventry as Coventry United host Birstall United in the first round. Well, we're getting ready to go at the Butts Park Arena. Roy Eden with the announcements of the team. Quick recap if you didn't quite hear it. So here it is for Birstall United. Charlie Doherty, Dominic Watts, Rafe Armstrong, Zach Watts, Carl Simpson, Jamie Felsted, Dion Potter, Andres Articolo, Paul Pallett, Ethan Bibbs and Sean Phillips. And for Coventry United, Reece Francis, Harry Sawyer, Nkosi Muzingwana, Liam Cairns, Brian and Love, Don Perkins, Charlie Faulkner, Joe Blowers, Kirvin Ellis, Kyle Carey and Tyler Haddow. Well, there's a rather rowdy lot to our right. They've only been here for 5 minutes. They're already the best away fans we've had all season. Birstall United. So let's get this party started at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United kicking from right to left in their traditional home strip of red shirts with green shorts and socks. Birstall in white with navy shorts and socks. Early pressure from the red and greens. It's flicked up and away by Dion Potter. Throwing given in favour of Birstall United, halfway into their own territory on the right-hand side. It's going to be Watts with ball in hand for Phillips. Not done by Pallett. And Don Perkins taken out with a high challenge by Andres Articolo. And Perkins trips up the number 8. Free kick, Coventry United. So Reece Francis with the goal kick. Francis though towards Kirby Ellis. Nodded on. Here's Haddow. Couldn't bring it to feet, but lobbed into his own penalty area by the defender. United asking for an indirect free kick, which actually brought them their first goal against Wolverhampton Wanderers midweek. And the lunge in from behind by Charlie Faulkner on Dominic Watts. Free kick just shy of the halfway line. Watts. Felsted. Bringing it across the back line. The chase is on up the right flank for Dion Potter. Couldn't make it in time. Throw for Coventry United in their own backyard, level with their own penalty area. Muzingwana. It's nodded up. Liam Cairns seemed to catch Articolo. Referee says no. Okay, back on his feet. Pilot wins it back. A slip by Ethan Bibbs, and now United stride away. Blowers to Ellis on the halfway line. Kervin Ellis swerving his way through the centre circle. Look at that, just swats Articolo aside like he was a fly. Now Sawyer. Oh, trying to take on the captain, Sean Phillips. Doesn't get far, but Liam Cairns collects and keeps it alive for Coventry United. Blowers. Liam Cairns, patient build-up from the red and greens. Cairns now looking for Nkosi Muzingwana. Nearly gets away from the experienced left-back, and United forced to go all the way back to Reece Francis between the sticks and look to build again. Francis. For Haddo. Haddo flicks it on. Sawyer unable to keep it in, although he was in a good position on the right-hand side of the penalty area. We want to say hello to Lee Williams and Carl Bosworth, two regular listeners here on CUTV, as well as Ryan Alcock, who is listening from Torquay. Not quite the furthest distance we had. We had this is in Portugal, Spain, even America here on CUTV. We're a multinational YouTube channel. Bibbs. Collected by Cairns. Now it's with Harry Sawyer. Tripped on the way through as he looked for Kervin Ellis. Referee gives the free kick in favour of the red and greens, just in front of the technical area where Joe Haggerty and Harry Barnes are located. Will be highlights of today's game here on the CUTV YouTube channel, so make sure to hit the subscribe button and notifications bell to be notified on our latest videos. Sawyer down line to Carey following the free kick. Liam Cairns pirouetting away from Jamie Felsted. A poor pass by Sawyer, collected by Phillips and launched away by Rafe Armstrong. And now Paul Pallett racing onto the loose ball. And Nkosi Muzingwana may be small in stature, but he's got a lot of strength on him. And he's got the free kick, has not only got his body between the ball and the player, but also went down under the challenger, Paul Pallett. Coventry United free kick quickly taken by Don Perkins. Sawyer. Haddo the target. And Haddo pushed to the ground by Zach Watts as he looked for the cross to Kervin Ellis. Well, at least as that Kyle Carey's nan lives in Spain, she's got the whole village listening. And we hope that can get a victory for you this afternoon. A bit earlier than we're used to. I'll still be in bed on a Sunday at 1 o'clock. Free kick from Faulkner, swung in from the right. Brian Love's in there. And a good strong header by Simpson. And now the counter begins along the right-hand side. It's a poor ball from Jamie Felsted. Straight to United goalkeeper Reece Francis, who's been getting a bit of stick from the Birstall supporters, but of course he takes it all in good fun. Well, the last team to give Francis stick on this ground was, it was Coventry United when he was playing for Bromsgrove, also in this competition. What a night that was. And he ended up signing for Coventry United. Let's hope that Reece doesn't sign for Birstall. Six minutes gone here at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United 0, Birstall United 0 in the FA Vase first round. waiting for the match ball to be retrieved. Following that clearance on the far side of the field. Faulkner's header from the throw, but launched away by Armstrong. Perkins takes the hit and nods it into touch, preventing Pallett from trying to capitalise and race through towards the prone goalkeeper. Phillips. It's with Bibbs. Ethan Bibbs. It smacks off the referee. And the ref is going to have to call a halt and restart with a drop ball. So with the drop ball, we'll get underway again. Watts lobs it up. Pallett's waiting for it. Pallett with the first element of the match sends it straight into the car park with the first time volley. And we definitely are going to need a new match ball. Ken strolling away from the back line. Nkosi Musingwana has acres of space on the far side for Brian and Love. It's charged down by Dion Potter. Throw into the red and greens as Potter kicks the ball away. So midway into Coventry United territory on the left-hand side. Very even start thus far between the two sides. Ellis. And a definite shirt ball there on Tyler Haddo. Referee says nothing. Played back with the goalkeeper, Doherty. Launched down the centre of the park. Brian and Love couldn't get his head on it, but it bounces away from Pallett. Rolled out to Love, who of course usually plays as a striker, but due to the absence of defenders today, he's having to play at centre-back alongside Big Dom Perkins. Of course, Nat Kelly is out injured with an Achilles problem. We'll be back in a couple of weeks. Joe Smith has work commitments today. Ball from the back by Joe Blowers. United struggling to string together a pass. Just controlled by Sawyer on the halfway line. Ball down the right-hand side for Tyler Haddo. Curvin Ellis is waiting. Faulkner there too. Charlie Faulkner sizing up the effort, deflected and brought safely to a stop by Doherty at the near post. And we'd like to say congratulations to former Coventry United man Chris Canwell, who welcomed his first child yesterday. Congratulations to Chris and his partner. Potter, oh, it's a poor cross, far too central to the goalkeeper. Bibbs was waiting for it, but he's going to be waiting a long time as it's safely back with the goalkeeper. Here's Liam Cairns. Blowers rolls it right with Harry Sawyer. United right back. Haddo, and that's a nice slide from behind by Zach Watts to curtail the run, and Potter will make the run along the right-hand side, but again it's a goalkeeper's ball. He lets it roll out and play for the goal kick. 10 minutes gone here at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United 0, Birstall United 0. And in all honesty, the most interesting thing we've had so far today is the fans sat next to us on the right-hand side from Birstall. We do apologise if there is any bad language you can hear on the microphone. I think we're far away enough that you shouldn't hear it. And they're going to get up pretty early in the morning to be louder than me. Haddo playing it well, leaving the defender to nod it into touch. Musingwana rolls onto the chest of Carl Carey, overhead kick Simpson tries to clear, kept alive by Haddo and Carey. Carey runs it into touch. The throw straight to Brian and Love. High ball towards the centre circle. Faulkner goes down in the challenge of Phillips. It's with Rafe Armstrong. Sean Phillips, the Birstall captain, appeals for offside against Ethan Bibbs. Linesman keeps his flag down. Bibbs all the way to the touchline, runs it out of play for the goal kick. Francis taking his time and collecting the ball. Well, the next time we come to you live here on CUTV is next Saturday, the 30th of October. Less than 2 months until Christmas on that day. That's it, Ainsbury Rovers hit the Witzmark Arena, 3 o'clock kickoff, a more sociable time, it must be said. And a quick update for you Reading Green supporters who have been asking who Coventry United will face in the next round of the Birmingham Senior Cup. For that incredible win over Wolves on Wednesday, we've been drawn away to Redditch. That game taking place on the 16th of November. Sorry, 15th of November it will be taking place on. It's back with Doherty. Birstall really have looked the more dangerous heading forward. Can Coventry change that? Here's Ellis, goalkeeper. Trying for a long shot, but I don't think it's going to come from Cairns on this occasion. Faulkner. Looking for Carl Carey, but stretching his leg out was Dominic Watts. Muzinguana charges in with a challenge on Potter. Faulkner, Ellis, can he turn and shoot? Coventry strikes, and Coventry don't have their first efforts of the match, but it is off target, bouncing wide at the near post. Doherty towards the left flank. Bibbs. Now with Pallett. Didn't have time on the ball thanks to Harry Sawyer. Snatched it from under his nose. Francis clears his lines. Ellis nods it down for Liam Cairns in the centre circle, and Muzinguana making the overlapping run. Muzinguana to Faulkner. Charlie Faulkner. Cairns finds Carey, there's space on the right for Harry Sawyer. Sawyer's going to have a job to get to that ball in time. And he may well have done, but it was good defending on show by Sean Phillips to shield the ball into touch. We want to say a big shout out to United board member Harold Jones, who sadly can't be with us today. He says he's feeling a bit under the weather, but good luck to the boys. We all win together. Hope you're feeling better soon, Harold. And then Love under pressure. Has to lob the ball out of play with Bibbs breathing down his neck. Anticolo. Phillips. First on cross by Watts and volleyed away thunderously by Don Perkins. Here's Kerwin Ellis. There's space on the right-hand side for Tyler Hannon, but Ellis is driving on his own. Here's Charlie Faulkner now on the left-hand side. Ellis and Hannon making themselves available in the penalty area. In towards Kerwin Ellis, gets his head on it, can't find the target. United starting to look like the Reading Greens of old. All 2 substitutes going to warm up for Coventry United with injuries mounting up for the Reading Greens. The latest being Joe Cairns suffering a dislocated shoulder in the win over Wolves on Wednesday. He'll be out for, what we're hearing, about a month. But we know what those Cairns are like. Liam Cairns has his face caved in against Worcester, who's back in a couple of weeks. And Love wins the header from the Birstall goal kick. Haddo charges down the attempted clearance. Ellis returns to Tyler Haddo. Faulkner's waiting in the centre, looking to square it. Oh, it was nearly put into his own net by the Birstall defender. United have got the corner out of it, but it could have been so much worse for Birstall United. Jamie Felstead doing what he had to do. Charlie Faulkner standing over the set piece on the right side. Runs being made near post. It's towards Ellis, nods it down. Haddo! Well saved by Doherty. Point blank save by the Birstall number 1. Blocking the effort with his chest. And United have got themselves a throw, but it's quickly lost. As Cairns tries to return it to Sawyer, it's out of play for a Birstall throw now. It's certainly pleasing the Birstall fans next to us. We're waiting for another match ball, are we? Referee having a word with Paul Pallett. I'm not entirely sure what for, but the talk is well and truly over. Here's Carl Simpson. Lobs it to this near side. And Watts with a dangerous header back to Doherty, but the goalkeeper in his bright orange jersey has collected the ball. 18 minutes gone at the Butts Park Arena in the FA Vase first round. Coventry United 0, Birstall United 0, but the Red and Green seem to have turned the tide after a strong start from the visitors. Perkins, heavy first touch by Articolo, invited the challenge from Cairns with a free kick given, and the referee calling over the United captain. Is he going to go straight to the book? No, I think it's just going to be a final warning. Well, there's not really any matches to keep you up to date with here on CUTV. They all happened yesterday. Articolo. Rises to the left-hand side for Sean Phillips. Thunderous volley by Brian and Love, slotting in at centre-back nicely today. It's going to come back with Felstead. Then it's a poor pass. Looking for the run up the left-hand side, but no one made one. Francis. And Love. If United do fall behind and need a option further up the field, then they can always push and Love further up. The only outfield substitute for the Red and Greens today, Jack Bowden, the under-18s midfielder, has made quite the impression so far. Simpson only as far as Faulkner. Was that an effort on goal? If it wasn't a very good one, volleying it straight to the goalkeeper. Perkins. Carey snatching it away from Articolo, looking for the through ball, turned away. Blowers, the former Southend midfielder. That pass catching out Sawyer, but he tracks back and collects. Here's Blowers again. Joe Blowers. Haddo the target. Ellis in the centre. Kieran Ellis on the bar! As close as you can get. It seemed like the perfect player in the perfect position. Remember, the highlights of today's game will be available this evening here on CUTV. So it's Doherty's goal kick. This game's starting to come to life somewhat. Watts' ball deflected up the left-hand side, collected by Harry Sawyer. Now Liam Cairns. Faulkner. Look at Muzingwana racing up the left-hand side, and Kosi Muzingwana just beaten to it by Simpson, who tries to shield it out and does so. Great defence by the Birstall number 5. But Muzingwana, in his third appearance with the red and green suits, returning to Coventry United, has really established himself at left-back. Doherty's goal kick. Poor first touch by Potter, invites Blowers to intercept, but Blowers gives it away to Potter. Unlove charges in and blasts it away. It's back with Unlove from Zach Watts. Muzingwana. Ellis will give chase. That should be the goalkeeper's ball. Indeed it is. Doherty comes out and claims. Put it away by the Birstall keeper. It could fall only for Paul Pallett on the edge of the penalty area. Tries to lob the goalkeeper. You're going to have to get up pretty early in the morning to try that against Reece Francis. It was off target anyway. And Francis immediately rolls it up to Charlie Faulkner playing on the flank. Cairns. Muzingwana. With Don Perkins, the big United centre-back. Simpson nods it back where it came from. Here's Articolo. Andres Articolo up the right-hand side. Did it deflect off the United man? Yes, it did. Probably the best that Articolo could have done. It was heading nowhere. Well, we're halfway through the first half here on CUTV. We'll be taking a break at half-time. Just been muting the mic for 5 minutes. Watts. Felstead all the way back to Zach Watts. Crossfield ball. Finds Rafe Armstrong, who got the final touch on that. It was charged down by Sawyer. Sawyer felt it should have been a United ball. Referee's assistant on the far side disagrees. Phillips juggling the ball, trying to find a way past Unlove. He's got the throw about 10 yards down line from the Coventry United penalty area. It's going to be Armstrong with ball in hand, looking for Bibbs. And Unlove flicks it away from the number 10. The clearance is collected by Articolo. Danger far from over. Phillips. It's over Phillips and to his opposite skipper in Liam Cairns. Faulkner takes it past one and tries to charge down the slide by Simpson. Watts. And the pass to Potter cut out well by Perkins. Now here come Coventry United. It's Charlie Faulkner on the left-hand side, looking for Kerwin Ellis. Straight to Watts. And now Perkins under pressure from Pallett. Back with Francis. You have to give Birstall credit. They're snuffing out the United flame. Perkins back to Francis. Brian and Love. Here's Blowers. And now putting Charlie Faulkner through. One-on-one. Oh, there's a blatant shot from behind. No, the referee says a dive. Carl Simpson with the arm in the back of Charlie Faulkner. Faulkner incensed. He's going to get a yellow card for the privilege as well. Well, the referee had given the foul. That would surely have to be a red card. But the man in black feeling that Faulkner took a dive. A decision which I don't agree with. It's a Watts on the left-hand side, skews out well into United territory. Carey. A space on the left for Joe Blowers. Carey going all alone. Deflected. Blowers there Doherty dives onto it just in time. Now Coventry have got some momentum going. And Doherty has to shoot by the Birstall fans next to us. Goals have been scored by goalkeepers before. Masingwana against Potter. It's a battle that Potter wins. Dion Potter can't find a route around the diminutive fullback. Now Liam Cairns striding away from the challenger Pallet, pushing and pulling from the number 9. Referee gives the free kick, and Coventry United are going to take their time and allow their attackers to regroup further afield. Perkins leaving the ball for Reece Francis. Francis, Faulkner the target, flicks off the head of Don Watts. Haddo into a more central location, lays it off, Blower's thinking about it, looking for his first home goal for the Red and Greens. Lays it off to Carey, takes it too close to Articolo and thumps into the technical area. Phillips for a crowded Coventry United midfield. Armstrong. And that's a perfect ball for Pallet. Perkins doing very well, just stretch in front of Pallet and poke the ball out for a corner. So the corner is going to be taken by Andres Articolo. Birstall, number 8. Ready to swinging in from the far flank. It's straight towards Kirby Ellis, who nods it as far as Dominic Watts. Handball claims against Kirby Ellis. He brought his arms to his chest to protect himself. And Watson and Ellis exchanging words. Karma heads prevail. It's going to be a throw by Watts. Simpson against his option number 5 in Brian and Love, and Love wins that battle of the beasts. Faulkner. Oh, it's cushioned down by Armstrong. Side challenge by Watts on Liam Cairns. Prolongs United's wait to counter. But they're back on the ball now. Here's Liam Cairns. Faulkner. First line pass to Kirby Ellis. Referee says no fouls. He is forced to the ground. Blowers thinks about the long range spectacular. Floats it over the woodwork. Half an hour played at the Wits Park Arena. Coventry United 0, Birstall United 0. That's Doherty. His goal kick connects with the head of Dom Perkins for the Red and Greens. All evades Kyle Carey. There's Perkins in with a challenge. Good strength on show. Carey slots it through. Charlie Faulkner looking for the cross from the left-hand side. Taking on Don Watts. It's Faulkner. Slides in and gets the corner. Both sides have had spells where they have had the momentum. It's even Stevens at the moment as it is on the scoreline. What could Charlie Faulkner do to change that with this corner from the left? Perkins and Ellis in there as well as Love. It's towards Kirby Ellis. Keeper misses it. Brought down by Perkins, but Sean Phillips able to prevent the effort. It's up the other end of the park now with Bibbs. Slide in on Harry Sawyer. And United have got the throw in, which Birstall felt should have gone their way. Difficult to tell from over here. Of course, the dugouts have moved this season. Now on the far side of the field underneath the scoreboard. Ellis. Cairns to Kyle Carey. Haddo's there on the right-hand side, but goes through the centre to Kervin Ellis. Lovely lob over to Haddo. It's offside. He hit the bar anyway, as Blowers would have put it in, but the flag was raised against the United number 11. So the free kick on the edge of the Birstall penalty area. And Love nods that out. In fact, no, it looked like it came off in Love there. In an aerial duel with Ethan Bibbs. And the referee again finds in favour of Coventry United. Sawyer, chested down the halfway line by Kervin Ellis. Fancy feet keeping it clear of Articolo. Dinks it over the back line, looking for Charlie Faulkner, but there was Carl Simpson to prevent Faulkner from finding his way into the box, the former Coventry Spinks man. Now it's with Pallett, slots it through for Dion Potter, and what a fantastic challenge by Brian and Love. We have heard of a defender's finish, how about striker's tackle? Playing out of position, the big centre forward at centre back this afternoon due to a lack of defenders for the Red and Greens due to injuries. So the near post, Muzingwana does well to clear. And the free kick given to Coventry United as Faulkner was caught in the head. Faulkner not happy that the referee has not given a yellow card. And Joe Hagton, the far side, also giving his 2 cents to the linesman.
Referee, wait to look for advantage before you blow your whistle.
Perkins. It's with Tyler Haddo. Faulkner tries to let it run. Too close to Simpson. Cleared as far as Kyle Carey. Saves himself with a shot. It's Carey! Denied by a brilliant parry by Doherty. Faulkner's delivery from the corner. It's towards Don Perkins. This time Doherty leaps like a salmon and collects. Thumps it upfield. Pallett making the run. He's got Potter on the right-hand side. Pallett will collect, taking on Harry Sawyer. Felsted makes himself available too. Crossfield ball. And it's Kyle Carey who gets there ahead of Potter. No wizardry from the number 7 just yet. Perkins, and the offside flag again catching out Tyler Haddo. Haddo eager to get on the end of the ball. We know what he can do when he gets there. Potter receives from Watts. Good strength on show by Kosi Muzingwana as Potter goes to the ground a bit easily, if you ask me. Liam Cairns now heading towards the centre circle. Lofted pass to Tyler Haddo. He is onside this time, taking on Watts, looking to curl one slide by Watts, denies him. It's out with Liam Cairns. Blowers flicks it on. Ellis was blocked off by Simpson, and Doherty brings it under control. 10 minutes to go until half time. Coventry United nil, Birstall United nil, but the Red and Greens are now starting to look a bit more feisty. Perkins. Awkward bounce, but Watts is there. Out upon the far side, Coventry United throw after the clearance. Cairns. Sawyer, back to Cairns. It's with Blowers. Rolls it left to Don Perkins, formerly of Racing Club Warwick. Kyle Carey. Evading Felstead. And Felstead in with a challenge. Coventry United get the corner. Carey could have gone down to the challenge, but was true to the game, stayed on his feet. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe to CUTV if you are enjoying today's coverage. Next time we're on there, Saturday coming up on the 30th of October. That's against Ainsbury. Carey. Towards that far post, punch by Doherty is enough to take it to Felstead. Didn't get the distance on the clearance he would have liked, but he's helped by Bibbs. Looking for Potter, collected by Cairns. Chest control by Kervin Ellis. As United look to push on and get themselves in the lead. It's Ellis rolling it towards the net. Fingertips of Doherty keep it out. Watts finishes the job. Bibbs looking to flick it over to the far side and has done, just kept in by Sean Phillips, the captain. But a poor ball collected by Kyle Carey. Now to Charlie Faulkner. Took too long in trying to set himself for the shot. And it's Watts. Sorry, Armstrong, I should say, who slides it out on the far side. Carey gets the throw from Sawyer. Here's Liam Kent. Muzingwana. He can hit them. He hits it! It was heading straight for top bins, but Doherty doing well to cling onto it. Pallett's onside. Acres of space. Well, he has to wait for the ball to bounce to him. You got to track back now. Here's Ethan Bibbs. Overlapping run being made by Phillips, but Bibbs heads backwards. Rafe Armstrong. Now Bibbs. There's plenty of space on the right side for Don Watts, and Watts is found. Watts his ball. Articolo's there. Forced to Pallett. Cairns in with a challenge. Pallett curls it wide. And Roy, no wizardry from Potter, the worst one yet. You haven't heard anything yet, Roy, believe me. You know me for 6 years. I've done worse than that. Lee Colson says, good luck, lads. Come on the red and greens. Let's be having some balls in the back of the net. Tyler and Kyle. That's been the last 5 minutes of the half. No real delays, so it'll only be about 1 or 2 minutes of stoppage time. Both sides will be hoping for some improvement after the break. Be interesting to see. And United react to a first half where they've been limited mainly to long-range chances. They've tested Doherty a couple of times, more so than Birstall have with Francis, but they need more, and they know that. Here's Kyle Carey looking to provide it. Held off by Felstead, but finds Faulkner. Blowers lets it run for Haddo. Tyler Haddo strikes it straight against the back of his own teammate, Joe Blowers. But it's not over with Haddo bringing the ball back. Ellis. Sawyer the target, but Bibbs intercepts. Ethan Bibbs, now Phillips. Faulkner in with a slide on Rafe Armstrong. Armstrong gets it away, but Unlove taking no risks. Just siphoning the ball out, allowing United to track back. And yes, Roy, he has remembered a worse one. Meat in a corn sandwich. That was the best. I had to think of some more. That's your job for the second half, Roy. Think of the worst ones I've ever done. You've got a lot to choose from. Bibbs. Looking for a route in from the left. He's past Sawyer. Can he beat Unlove? And Kent has given it straight to Potter. Did it touch the arm of Don Perkins? Referee says no, but Birstall had a case. It's back with Potter. Phillips. He's got Pallett in there. Perkins again does the business at the expense of a throw. I'm getting a bit sick from the Birstall fans who believe that should have been a penalty. Perkins tried to keep his arms by his side. They certainly weren't in a natural position. Just to strike the arm. Phillips looking for options from this row. And nodded straight out for a goal kick by Ethan Bibbs. Not what Birstall were hoping for. A long delay in getting this goal kick taken. And we'll be going off there at half time. We'll just be muting the microphone, so make sure to get yourself a can of something cold or a mug of something warm and be back here for 2 o'clock. Ellis chests it down to Liam Cairns. Haddo wants it, Haddo gets it. Curling cross by Haddo. Nodded away by Armstrong. Blower struggling to get his head on it, beaten in the air by Potter, but the ball to Pallet is picked up by Perkins. Ball along the left for Kyle Carey to chase. Carey's got there. Feldston keeps him in the corner and forces it out for the Birstall throw. Carey thought it should have been a United ball, but you can see from here, Carey definitely got the last touch. Line, it's nodded down by Blowers. The first to it is Articolo. Phillips, shoulder to shoulder with Harry Sawyer, deflected out off the United right back on the far side of the field, midway into Birstall territory, into the last minute of normal time. Cairns just rolls past Kirvin Ellis. Simpson. And he had one thought in mind, that was a clearance. Francis. It's over Faulkner and nodded into touch by Armstrong. Sawyer's throw. Phillips prevents it from reaching Kirvin Ellis, but it's kept alive by Carey and Blowers. Perkins. Ellis and Haddo in there. Kirvin Ellis! Straight into the hands of Doherty. Ellis frustrated. He knew that was a golden opportunity. Just couldn't get the power behind the header. And no added time to be played here at the Butts Park Arena. That's half time. Score Coventry United 0, Birstall United 0. We're going off there for 10 minutes here on CUTV. We'll see you at 2. And we're back here on CUTV with Liam Cook. Half-time score, Coventry United 0, Birstall United 0, as we get set for round 2 at the Butts Park Arena. Run the FA Vase this season, no replays. Believe it goes straight to penalties if it's a draw, and at the moment we are heading for spot kicks. No changes at half-time. So let's get rolling again. I'm not sure where the rowdy lot from Burslem have gone. It's a lot quieter in this second half, I must say. I mean, they're still in the bar. Of course, FA Vase game, so you can't drink in view of the pitch. Here's Kyle Carey. Through to Ellis. Ellis holding off the challenge as well. Striding through. Cohen Ellis! Into the side netting. Ellis on a one-man mission to bulldoze his way through the Birstall back line. Into midfield it goes. It's with Bibbs. Pallet. Squares it for Potter! Magical save from Reece Francis. Using his wand of a left arm to keep out Potter. He's out of play on the far side for a Coventry United throw, level with their own penalty area. You see Joe Cairns walking past the Coventry United goal in his arm sling. Suffering a dislocated shoulder on Wednesday, will be out for around a month. Big loss for the Red and Greens. A game that Joe Cairns really could change. Here's another game changer in Kyle Carey. Haddo's offside, so he won't be able to utilise him. Goes with a short range option, plays a 1-2 with Joe Blowers. Love back to Carey. United pushing on with Ellis. Squares it for Faulkner. It's behind Faulkner, and Carey couldn't get to the seconds. The Coventry, a more direct approach in this second half. In the opening couple of minutes, look far more dangerous. Good bounce away from Perkins, and here come Birstall. It's Pallet over to Potter on the right-hand side. Dion Potter. Looking for the cross. And it's stopped by Love and back to Francis. Ellis nudges on towards Tyler Haddo, and he's caught Simpson there. Simpson back on his feet. And it's all the way back with Nkosi Muzingwana at the back for Coventry United. Here's Perkins, and in fact the referee is going to call a halt to play here. And it's been called back for it's been called back for the free kick, and it's straight out by Doherty.
50 winning tickets, 10819.
Faulkner trying to beat Phillips to it. It's going to be a throw-in now, left-hand side of the Coventry penalty area to Birstall United. Bibbs trying to pirouette his way through the red and green's back line. A free kick there given against Bibbs for a foul on Sawyer. And, Well, the Birstall lot are back, a little bit quieter in this second half, but they are back. 5 minutes of second half action elapsed here at the Park Arena, still 0-0. Francis. Over to Don Perkins, now it's Cairns, freedom of Coventry in that centre circle. Where can he go from here? He spots Sawyer on the right. Harry Sawyer whips it in, curving out there, good header by Watts. And the overhead spectacular was anything but spectacular from Charlie Faulkner. Skews horribly wide. Well, a bit of a difference in the amount of subs for both sides. Birstall have 7, those being Ballinger, Jordan, Larter, Walker, Burton and Coob and Day. Coventry have Jack Bowden and goalkeeper Chris Roscoe. Of course, Roscoe can play outfield. There's nothing to stop him from doing that. Although they can't play spider goalkeeper, of course. There are 2 goalkeepers on the pitch. And Muzzingwana out-muscled by Potter on that far side, level with his own penalty area. And a chance with the throw now for Birstall United. Potter. Dion Potter trying to wrestle his way past Muzzingwana, and the referee calls for the free kick. Bit too forceful from Potter. Matthew Tyrrell says score. It's still 0-0. Or maybe he's telling Coventry United to score. Hope they do. Of course, it stays at 0-0. There are no replays in this year's competition. We believe it goes straight to penalties. So all the way back with Reece Francis after a failed attack from Birstall. And now for another throw. A strong start in the first couple of minutes for Coventry United. It's sort of boiled down to a bit of a damp second half so far. Let's hope that either side can try and force their way into this game. Blowers. Kent. Liam Cairns strolling unopposed. Now Blower. Step over, try taking around opposite number 8, Articolo. Carey. Carl Carey strikes. Too high. Hasn't been the most thrilling of afternoons here at the Butts Park Arena, but not every game can be a 5-goal special. Of course, what a game it was on Wednesday night as Coventry United beat Premier League giants Wolverhampton Wanderers in the Birmingham Senior Cup by 3-1. Highlights of that match are available to view now on CUTV. We've already got over 700 views on that video. Ball in the hands of Don Watts. Looking for Bibbs. Headed on only as far as Muzzingwana. Muzzingwana caught. United want to carry on. And they do carry on. Sawyer to Cairns. Kyle Carey. Space to utilise on the left-hand side. Taking on Don Watts. Ellis in there. And it's going to be a corner. Final touch coming off Watts. Well, the red and green certainly have plenty of size and power in that penalty area. The likes of Don Perkins and Kervin Ellis. Carey. Towards that far post where Faulkner's waiting. Heads it across the face of goal and out for the goal kick. No one could get that vital touch. And that's somewhere on air here on CUTV this coming Saturday. Live commentary here of the game between Coventry United and Amesbury Rovers in the fourth match of the High Five here at the Butts Park Arena. 5 consecutive home games. This is the third. United have won the previous 2. Can they make it a hat-trick of wins in their third different competition in 3 matches? Blowers. It's going to be a task for Haddo to reach that long ball to the left, but he's done it. Beating Watts for pace. Finds Blowers. Muzingwana's there. Blowers trying to go alone. Tries the cross, but it's cannons off the Birstall number 6. Bibbs gives it straight back to Kyle Carey. Cairns switches the play to Harry Sawyer. Carey. Blowers wants it. Not sure who Carey was looking for there. Maybe hoping that Haddo was making a run. He wasn't. So by Doherty, and Perkins header straight through for Tyler Haddo! Trying to lift it over the goalkeeper, but Doherty with a crucial touch to prevent the opening goal for the United number 11. And it's with Faulkner, with the corner on the right-hand side. Ellis in there, as is Unlove. Doherty spills it, but collects. And now goes to ground. Maybe Birstall hoping for penalties. Well, Reece Francis has penalty shootout experience. That's a terrible pass by Armstrong. Looking for Phillips, but basically plays it straight to the left. Out of play for a Coventry throw, a dangerous position. Carey. Sawyer dispossessed. Another challenge by Jamie Feldstead. Carey. Now Cairns in the centre circle with Dom Perkins pushing everyone up. Cairns. Carey, got it away by Watts. United piling on the pressure, it's Perkins. Not a natural goal scorer, Dom Perkins, but he gave it a good go. Doherty. Birstall haven't really posed any sort of attacking threat in this second half. Maybe they are looking to try and take it to penalties. Could be their best opportunity. Blowers goes to the ground. Referee says no free kick, but Coventry have got the throw on the far side. Final touch coming from number 8, Articalo. Love that name. Muzingwana looking for Ellis. Thumped straight out by Simpson. Oh, we eventually get another match ball after Simpson's clearance. Muzingwana to Cairns. Blowers. Here's Sawyer. Sawyer, it was dipping, but not dipping enough. Doherty's kick. Nodded up by Bibbs on the halfway line. Who can bring it to feet? Cairns held it on to Joe Blowers, the former Southend youngster. Over to Faulkner. O'Loughlin run being made by Harry Sawyer. It's Faulkner's delivery towards Cohen Ellis. Strong header by Zach Watts. Kept alive by Kyle Carey. Maybe setting himself for the strike. It's Carey. Deflected and brought to safety by Doherty.
Keep it up, Coventry!
No sign of any activity on the bench for either side. Free kick given there against Dom Perkins for a bit of pushing and pulling with Bibbs. "15 minutes have gone, half an hour to go. As the score remains at 0-0, it's straight to spot kicks. Can Birstall prevent that with the opening goal of the game? It's towards Watts! Couldn't get the vital touch. Dom Watts just hoping and praying that he could divert that ball past Francis at close range. We've got a lot of Kyle Carey fans in the comments section, hoping for a bit of Kyle Carey magic. Perkins straps back, denying Pallett a chance to latch on to that loose ball. Francis clears just in time as Pallett closes him down. Very hungry number 9. Cairns. Will it fall kindly for Tyler Haddo? Haddo trying to bring it down under pressure from Zach Watts. Simpson. Faulkner dispossesses Armstrong. Charlie Faulkner looking for Tyler Haddo with a diving header. Ellis blocked up by Simpson. 2 bites of the cherry and still United kept out.
Come on, Coventry! Head to
They're going to take a short one here, Carey, with Blowers in support. It's towards Perkins. Just tapped over him by Doherty for another corner. United with all the pressure now. They've got to make it count. Faulkner again on set piece duty. It's in by Faulkner towards Ellis. It's in! Kervin Ellis with the vital header. Flicking it home past Doherty. At last the red and green's hard work pays off. Corner by Faulkner, Perkins and Ellis both leaping for it. The deftness of flicks off the bonds of Ellis and swerving Kervin puts United ahead and shifts the red and greens into a higher gear on their road to Wembley. Coventry United 1, Birstall United 0. So Coventry United now with the advantage, and Birstall trying to immediately get back into it with Pallett. Blocked up by Perkins, then Muzzingwana. Slide in by Blowers, takes it away from Articolo. Carey ensures that Felstead can't find a way through, and Ellis racing towards Simpson. Simpson under pressure, and cleared by Doherty. Haddo. Faulkner. Haddo's there. Faulkner tries to go alone. And Armstrong brings it back. Smacked off the roof of the XL Motors stand. Throw towards Haddo, nodded straight out again by Armstrong. Patient build-up play for the red and greens. Ellis tried to head it to Haddo, but Haddo was offside. Armstrong. Along the left. Bibbs nods it on. Offside flag raised against Ethan Bibbs. United in control on the scoreline. Birstall have got to try and edge their way back into it. They've only got 24 minutes to do it. Coventry United 1, Birstall United 0. Kervin Ellis with the opening goal of the game. Launched in by Francis. Simpson's header. Lowers beaten in the air by Articolo, but there's Muzzin in from behind on Potter. And Articolo runs it straight into touch. Here's Don Watts. Ethan Bibbs on the right side of the box. Got the ball with Potter and Pallett. Muzzin are in with a challenge, but Bibbs maintains possession. Forced away from the penalty area. Muzzin doing beautifully. And there's Carrion with a challenge, with a lunge in by Articolo. Referee says no foul. Both players remain down. Play continues. Phillips. Armstrong, crossing opportunity towards Pallett. Bounces straight to Reece Francis. And United begin the time-wasting tactics. We're officially halfway through the second half here on CUTV. The Red and Greens have the advantage so far. Francis. Armstrong's header to Phillips. Bit of head tears going on for Birstall. Finally brought to feet from Phillips. Articolo makes the run up the left-hand side. There's Brian and Love. But Articolo's through. Andres Articolo squares with a Pallett. And Kosi Muzzin with a no-nonsense clearance. There's the throw from Rafe Armstrong. Bibbs. Phillips hits one from long range. Was never going to challenge Francis between the sticks for United. Remember to hit the like button here on the CUTV commentary if you are enjoying today's coverage. The highlights of today's game will be available this evening. So hit the subscribe button for exclusive coverage from the club and the show. Just 21 minutes to go. It's over Ellis, but can Haddo get onto it? Watts can't deal with it. Tyler Haddo blocked off by Doherty. And United have another corner, but Haddo wanted more. And Coventry United preparing Jack Bowden. Faulkner. Ellis in there. Doherty leaps for it. Gets enough on it to find Ethan Bibbs. Potter wants it over the back line. Bibbs obliges. Potter. Muzzin behind. It's Potter to level it up. Potter sings the gloves of Reece Francis. Well, the United fans call Reece Francis Superman. I think after that you can call him Voldemort. That's the last Harry Potter joke, I swear. Francis, straight to his opposite number 1 in Doherty. Not the best kick that Francis has ever done. Doherty's kick onto the head of Perkins. Ellis. Now Blowers looking for Kyle Carey, cut out by Simpson. Onto the chest of Musingwana. Crossfield pass. It's with Sean Phillips, the captain. Can Birstall equalise and take this game to penalties? Bibbs. Now Potter. Dion Potter loses that one-on-one duel with Nkosi Musingwana. Faulkner, United play out from the back. Here's Joe Blowers. Ellis, options right. Goes short with Brian and Love. That's with Liam Cairns. Sawyer, that's a beautiful pass to Ellis. Ellis ready to make it 2, but the offside flag raised. And United ready to make what will probably be their only change of the match, injuries permitting. It is Bowden coming on for Brian and Love. So Liam Cairns is now going to be slotting in at centre-back. It's Brian and Love being replaced by Jack Bowden.
United on Jack Bowden off Brian and Love.
The brother of Sky Blues legend Peter and Love. Brian is a United hero in his own right. Ends his second start since his return to the club. So Liam Cairns, the United skipper, much more of a defensive player than Brian and Love is, with all due respect. He's going to be slotting in at centre-back for the rest of the match, with Bowden taking his place in midfield. Sawyer, flicked on by the head of Ellis. Haddo leaves it, he was in an offside position. Watts, only as far as Kirvin Ellis. Ellis with several Birstall players in front of him. Articolo couldn't take the ball. Kyle Carey will keep it in. No, he won't. Prevents the throw in, but gives away the goal kick. Well, make sure to vote for your Coventry United man of the match. The vote will be going up on social media shortly at Cov United, the place to find all of your United news online. Pallett beaten to it in the box by Liam Cairns, but Birstall could be about to start their final flurry. Potter being held by Nkosi Musingwana, free kick given, rightly so by the referee. Birstall have 7 substitutes, all outfielders they can use. They haven't used one. United have got one outfielder, they've just used him. Just proves it's not the side, it's how you use it. With 16 minutes to go, the game delicately poised on a knife edge. Can Birstall swing the pendulum back into their favour? Straight at the keeper from the free kick from Bibbs. Poor effort from Birstall. They have to do better than that. And Haddo, as he tried to get onto that loose ball, has given away the foul against Zach Watts. United preventing the quick free kick from Doherty. Felstead. Phillips has swapped wings. Bibbs. Now it's with Dion Potter. Holds it up well. Bibbs. Articolo's offside. Free kick, Coventry United in their own penalty area. Remember, next time we're on air here at CUTV this coming Saturday against Ainsbury Rovers. Live commentary kicking off from 5 to 3. Highlights and interviews to come from that one next week. Of course, you can find the highlights of the interviews of today's match tonight here on CUTV. Haddo. Maybe thinking about it, taking it on his own. Look for Kerwin Ellis, but too close to Dom Watts. Aimless ball over the back from Birstall. Now Coventry United just playing it around in their own backyard. No reason to rush. Carl Bosler says man of the match, Kyle Carey. I think we gathered that, Carl. Blowers looking for Tyler Haddo. Simpson loses that quickly to Blowers. Haddo trying one from range. Blocked up by Zach Watts. Birstall can't clear. And now Haddo picks up on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Muzzingwana providing an option. But finds Faulkner instead. Joe Blowers takes aim. The goalkeeper diving straight onto it. And Lee Williams, yeah, I'm pretty sure we knew it was going to be Carl Carey from you too. Birstall only being restricted to long balls over the back, and none of them are finding their intended targets. If United can keep this up, and they are surely on their way through to the next round of the FA Vase as Kyle Carey looking to take it round the goalkeeper. It's crossed! Kyle Carey taking advantage of an out-of-position Doherty to roll it past the keeper and over the line before the defenders can do anything about it. The first stop on the road to Wembley will end in victory for the Red and Green Army. Well, there's surely no doubt about the result now. Coventry United just 12 minutes away from progressing. It's going to take an almighty comeback from Birstall now to take this to penalties. You have to give the Birstall fans credit. They're 2-0 down and they're still singing. Francis. Sawyer. Gives it away to Felsted. And could Bibbs make it interesting? Perkins prevents the shot, but Bibbs has got it back in the area. Bowden. Here come Birstall again, pushing everyone forward, nothing to lose. Armstrong setting himself for the shot. Felsted, there's Bibbs in space on the left. And Francis leaps to his left to collect that cross.
England, number one. England, number one.
Francis volleys that ball away. Flipped at the head of Haddo. Zach Watts will see it back to the goalkeeper Doherty. His kick brought to feet by Liam Cairns. Sawyer. And I think Haddo knew he was offside, still smacked it against Doherty. And here comes the change for Birstall United. It's Felsted leaving the field.
James Birstall off number 6, Jamie Felsted.
And it's Callum Banninger coming on number 12.
And number 12, Callum Banninger.
The first roll of the dice from the Birstall management, maybe coming a bit too late for the visitors. That Perkins was playing it to him. Potter wants it through. Dion Potter! Birstall back in it. Magical moment for Dion Potter. And with 10 minutes to go, Birstall are back in business. Sliding it past Francis up the near post. We could be set for a grandstand finish at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United 2, Birstall United 1. This could get interesting. Well, here we go. Last 9 minutes. Advantage down to 1. Aimless ball to the left-hand side from Coventry United. Free kick there against Charlie Faulkner. A bit of a barge from behind on Bibbs. Eight minutes left. Coventry United 2, Birstall United 1. As the free kick will come in just inside Birstall territory. Cushioned down by Sawyer. Carey to Blowers. Now United can get rolling. They've got Birstall outnumbered. Here comes Kyle Carey. Haddo, Ellis and Blowers in support. Few step overs from Carey. Tight angle, needs options. Ellis at the far post. Straight out for a goal kick. Ellis didn't make the leap. Doty's clearance from the goal kick. And Kosi Musingwana leaping onto the back of even Bibbs and staying there. Going to piggyback. Well, that's a first. I've never seen that. Sawyer, clearance charge down, but he'll get the ball back. Blowers, caught, referee says play on, and Kerwin Ellis shoved to the ground in an off the ball incident. United will continue with Sawyer, slide by Watts, Ellis through to seal it! Off the post! He wheeled away in celebration, feeling that the goal was coming. He was inches away from sealing United's ticket to round 2. In by Faulkner. Bowden at the far post. Bowden couldn't make contact. The under 18's midfielder looking for his first Coventry United goal. About to enter the last 5 minutes here on CUTV. And another change coming for Birstall United. They're going to give it everything they've got here. And it's Zach Watts leaving the field. And coming on is Milo Walker. So the number 16, Milo Walker, replacing number 4, Zach Watts. Walker immediately heading to the front line. So defensive player replaced by an attacking one. Faulkner. Just trying to maintain possession now. The game is still in United's hands. Can they keep it there? Here's Ellis. Oh, looking for Tyler Haddo. Haddo tried to slide to maintain possession. It's back with Doherty. Cleared towards Chris Larter. Definite free kick there. Faulkner tripped by Ballinger. I think it was actually the number 15 on the board. It was actually Chris Larter coming on. Actually, that looked like number 16. That was number 16 on the board, but Chris Larter wearing number 15 is on the field. And United have got a corner. The free kick nodded out by Sean Phillips. Carey. Is it short to Blowers? Back to Kyle Carey. Here's Bowden. Well, just in time before Bibbs could get there. Blowers. Bowden again. Can the teenager get the cross in towards Tyler Haddo? Spilt by Doherty, but he's got there. 3 minutes to go. It's still 2-1. If Birstall can equalise, it's straight to penalties. No replays, no extra time. It's spot kicks to decide it. If Birstall can get one more goal. Perkins wants the free kick. And Birstall were that close. As the number 9, Paul Pallett, glances it across the face of goal. And Perkins has gone down, holding his knee. Well, a Birstall player is holding his face. Not entirely sure what happened there. And Joe Blowers has gone down with a bit of cramp as well. Wink, wink. And Charlie Faulkner leaving the field. Charlie Faulkner's been sent off. Second yellow for Charlie Faulkner. And Coventry United reduced to 10 men with just 90 seconds of normal time to go. Well, that'll make things worse for Coventry United in terms of suspensions. Well, Perkins remains down. But United reduced to 10 men. A second yellow card for Charlie Faulkner. Not entirely sure what for. Possibly dissent. And is that another Birstall change getting ready? After a lengthy delay, the referee having a word with Paul Pallett. And it's going to be a goal kick as Reece Francis balancing the ball on his head. He just tricks as well. The odds maybe against United now, as they're down to 10 men with the dismissal of Charlie Faulkner. Birstall getting another sub ready, but time is running out. Francis away. We are now into added time. And Bowden barged to the ground by Armstrong. More precious time wasted for the visitors. Tyler Haddow not endearing himself to the Birstall fans, but I don't think he'll care as long as the Red and Greens can hang on to this lead. We've had a minute of added time already. There's not been much football in that time. Kyle Carey in shooting range. Haddow and Ellis there as well. Carey skims the side netting. Here's Dom Watts. Bibbs dropping deep. Birstall looking to mount one more attack and take this game to penalties. But United have got the throw. Poor pass by Lata. Bowden taking his time. Haddow wants it in the corner. Haddow's going to take it to the corner. 2 minutes of added time gone. Goal kick to Birstall. And Haddow not willing to give the ball back. Well, he has given the ball back now to Charlie Doherty. Taken short. Carl Simpson. Now with Reef Armstrong. Armstrong's ball, looking for Pallett. Cairns should see that back to Reece Francis. Francis doesn't get the distance on it, but he sent it over Pallett. Sawyer makes it safe for the Red and Greens. Bowden. Haddow will make the run. Carey there too. Carey picks it up. Haddow in support. Ellis in the area. United to make it safe. Kevin Ellis rolls past the United number 19. And all the way out of play for a throw-in on the far side. We've had 3 minutes of added time. I'd say there'll be one more. And Birstall not really with the urgency that they would need. Here's Pallett. Potter wants it. Curling ball over to Potter. Muzingwana sends it back to Francis, and Francis in no rush to pick up that ball. Roy getting the victory song ready. United oh so close to earning the right to hear that song. But play will continue. Straight to Charlie Doherty in the Birstall goal. Dom Watts. Phillips gives chase. Perkins shielding the ball well. And the referee calls time on Birstall's FA Vase journey. But Coventry United's journey has just begun. The 10-man Red and Green see out a slender victory. With goals from Kevin Ellis and Kyle Carey, the march to the arch has taken its first step. Final score, the Rutz Park Arena, Coventry United 2, Birstall United 1. That'll do us here on CUTV. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you on Saturday for live commentary of the match against Ainsbury Rovers. Highlights of today's match will be available tonight, as well as post-match interviews. Once again, final score, Coventry United 2, Burslem United 1. We'll see you next time on CUTV.